Welcome to the American Business Podcast. I'm Kevin Deveji, your host. I'm welcoming you episode 160. We are in season 5 in the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. Quote of today, as you know, we have a great partnership with missionstatements.com, and here is the quote of today. Efficiency is doing things right. Effectiveness is doing the right things. Great. Well, we have a special guest in the American Business Podcast. Let's invite our guest to our stage and let's get the conversation started. Hello, Corey. Welcome to the American Business Podcast.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Of course, pleasure is all mine. How are you? How is your week so far?
It's good. It's good. It's been an interesting year and times. I know we'll talk about that with all the things going on, but no complaints at all.
Yeah, this is good. Yes, well, okay, why don't we get started? We have a lot to cover, and I've been waiting for these interviews, so I'm curious. I'm sure our audience, our listeners and viewers, they love to learn about your professional background and learn from your professional insights. Okay, as a start, would you please introduce yourself and your organization to our listeners and to our viewers?
Yeah, thank you. I am the owner and CEO of Voltage. We're a digital marketing agency. We're based in Kansas City. We serve clients across North America. We've got a longer story of how we've gotten here, but we're a specialist agency working specifically with clients on driving ROI through search marketing, which includes AI now too, as well as building websites for kind of right fit applications and purposes. Additionally, I have another business called Digital Marketing Success Plan. It's connected to my book under the same title. We do coaching and consulting and digital strategy planning through that. And it's got connections back to the agency as well.
I understand you are also a published author. Would you like to tell us about your book?
Yeah, so Digital Marketing Success Plan, as I just mentioned, is my book. And it is where I unpack the 5-step START as an acronym planning framework. I openly give it away as I take on and love the phrase and the mantra, helping, not selling, especially in an industry where there's a lot of mystique and misunderstanding and how Google works, how now OpenAI works, and all the others of what really goes into a plan and what you should have in a plan. And I, of course, share some fun stories of how I learned a lot of these lessons the hard way in there too.
Absolutely. Well, we love talking about books in the American Business Podcast. That's very educational, very informative. I'm also a published author myself, so I understand how hard you work to put a book together. So that's something that I appreciate. So I'm glad that we are talking about your book. And how can our audience get your book? What is the best way?
Yeah, so it's available on Amazon in both Kindle and paperback version. It's a long title, Digital Marketing Success Plan. So I've shortened that for the domain. It's the dmsp.com. It's got a website. You can find it there and get the quick link over to Amazon as well.
This is great. Well, in your company, what type of organizations that you are working with and you're assisting?
Yeah, so we went through the process of narrowing down to just the 2 things that we do, as well as we feel like as anybody in North America and beyond. And when we did that, we kind of niched down in terms of the service line first, rather than into specific verticals and industries. There are some definite trends, though, where expertise-driven companies, longer sales cycles, not competing on price, but quality versus quantity, those types of factors come into a lot of our client relationships and the types of clients we work with. So a lot of professional services firms, B2B. But I say all that as we have some great track records and success stories with e-commerce, with nonprofits as well. So while we're not in a really defined vertical, you'll find patterns of it, but a lot of commonalities where it comes to deep search marketing expertise and driving defined and measurable ROI through a search engine, through an LLM, and all of that really going through a positive website experience as well.
Can you tell us about your career journey? How did you get started? How your career journey has unfolded over the years?
Yeah, without giving you the 20-minute version, yeah, I thought I was on a track with a marketing degree to work in an ad agency someday, and I accomplished that. But I knew not as a creative or a web developer or a strategist at the time that I'd probably be on an account management path. And so I landed my first job in a digital agency as a project manager and learned some HTML, learned some back before everything was open source, and learned some basic Photoshop skills and how the web worked. And that fueled curiosity when I got introduced to the topic of search engine optimization. So was fortunate to get some of the best training in the industry 20 years ago in SEO and move into that and kind of own that as subject matter expertise and then broaden that out into other digital marketing channels as well. And from that original agency I was in, moved to Voltage and have maybe not the most common entrepreneurial journey as I went from an employee to owner several years ago as well.
That's really impressive, and congratulations with the success.
Thank you.
And speaking of success, what is the secret of your success? If you like to share some
Yeah,
insights with us.
yeah. I wish I had learned this earlier in my career before hitting maybe some ceilings or some walls, both personally and professionally, about how I needed to better understand maybe my why and what I wanted in terms of career path and development, and to set 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year goals and then go through a process of recalibrating those at whatever season of life or when things changed. It was a little bit later on when the topic of, well, what do you want to do? Do you want, when you max out here in these roles of being running a search team or whatever, do you want to be an agency owner? Do you want to go work for a brand? What do you want to do? And it was really when I started wrestling with those questions and that topic that I really started mapping it out and finding some conviction and then being able to get surrounded by mentors and friends and peers to be able to unlock that. I wish I had done that, maybe started doing that maybe 5 years prior to that. But I don't know that I would necessarily change anything on my journey, but that's been important for me personally. It's something I talk with my staff and leaders about, as well as others who maybe haven't mapped that out or thought ahead on that.
How do you see the state of your industry, marketing services, professional services in a way? What are the opportunities, challenges, and disruptors you are seeing nowadays?
Yeah, so I'm involved in a couple of different peer groups with other agency owners, and we sit down and we workshop our challenges and we talk about our big wins and opportunities and ideas. It's been really uneven, and I would say that there are a number of external factors that dictate that, and there are internal ones as well. Some of the challenges are we're a very people-driven industry, and I'm talking specifically about agency owners. This can translate to marketing teams as well. And when we struggle to quantify our results and our work and don't get if we are measured by activity instead of return on investment, sometimes we can realize that we're in a bad position where we might have the wrong staffing, the wrong model, especially when we look at the new technologies that emerge, projects that start or end, clients that come and go, and some of the pressures. Most of my colleagues are very people first, so slow to change staffing, and that's really a heavy burden that we carry of caring about people, and people being most of the product of our businesses in the agency space, and also being a degree removed from some of the decisions and budgets of our clients and being informed later on in a decision process. So all of those things, those external factors plus the internal ones where we have to not make emotional decisions at times but still have a lot of humanity, those are some of the challenges. Now, some of the great opportunities, I'm just so excited about the growth and scaling that we've been doing, and just the opportunities to dig deeper. Some of the new technologies and disruptions and AI, mandates from different organizations have allowed us to get deeper in the conversation about connecting the dots for attribution and return on investment, get deeper into CRMs with our clients, and not just sit over here behind the KPIs for search marketing or where you're ranking or what keywords you're on or what your Google ads doing, but to really get into the business side of it and nerd out there. And that's a lot of fun. Not everybody's excited to do that. My team is, and I am personally, and I feel like that's a huge opportunity for us to get deeper into the conversation, and to understand how we can best support clients and not just throw some services at it.
Well, we have a popular subject in the American business podcast, that is AI. How do you see the impact of AI on business nowadays?
Yeah, I tried not to sprinkle in AI too much, but it's impossible to avoid getting into it even early in our conversation. It's definitely disappointing some organizations that don't understand it, but decided that they're going to increase, they set a bunch of metrics about like what they want AI to do by a certain period of time. And unfortunately, in many cases, it's either not understood well enough, not developed far enough, or just not ready or realistic to see that through. Um, where I see a lot of efficiencies, though, are being able to scale things and do tasks that are low value. You don't want someone at a, that is highly compensated wasting their time on a low value, low return task. At the same time, it's important to have enough oversight built in, so we're not just spamming and creating low value content, with at volume, and just doing it for the sake of doing it. So in many cases, it's operational efficiencies where it can speed up and replicate things. It's research capacity, the ability to, in my world, in search, be found and cited, toward your target audience in another place, and not be beholden strictly to Google being who has been for a while, the big primary source in the search space. So there's a lot of opportunities with it. Personally, I use it for anything that I don't have time to do, don't want to do, and or don't know how to do. To be honest, it's a good starting point, but it's not one where I have different accounts and different platforms and used for the right things, and I've had to spend hundreds of hours training and feeding. It's not where I can just go without an account off the shelf and go plug in something and expect to get a really in-depth answer, or one that knows me.
Well, we get this question all the time. It's because businesses, they try to put their brand out, promote their brand. So, as a, of course, marketing professional or marketing organization, and as a business owner at the same time, what are the best marketing practices for the highest ROI nowadays?
Yeah, so I'll say categorically there's two things, and they both might sound a little selfish, but please note that again, in the book, I give away examples of how I failed and how I
Mhm.
learned a lot of things. But having a solid plan, if it's very tempting to go just test the next thing, go put money into Google. Now that ChatGPT ads are a thing, and a pilot, so go put money in those things and test them and see if they work. That's going to be really expensive, because Google, now OpenAI, and others will take your money whether it's working or not. And if you hire an agency or hire in-house staff, you have those costs on top of that too, whether it's working or not. So mitigating as many risks as you can is what the start planning process is all about. And again, you don't have to buy the book, or if there's a financial burden on getting it, reach out to me. I'll be happy to take care of it. But in terms of the channels specifically, we still see a lot. The other selfish side of this answer is we still see a lot of success in Google Ads and search engine optimization. And when I say that, though, that's the modernized version of it, thinking about expertise, trust, authority, some of the factors there that have changed over the past few years. But many of those overlap with best practices for being found in an LLM or an AI search as well. And so those channels are working really well for us. I know they're not working as well for, admittedly, for some colleagues who haven't gone as deep as we have, or who haven't modernized, or just doing like one little sprinkling in a layer of it, because it has evolved. But I also know other colleagues who are just absolutely crushing it in the space as well, and being able to show ROI based on some competitors kind of falling off, and then being able to take advantage of filling that gap too.
Yeah, I love the fact that you talk about measuring the marketing and how much you spend, and you trace it and you test it, and just like you described, it is possible to mitigate risk and taking baby steps for finding the best marketing practice for that particular organization. So these are really important insights. So they're not really throwing money, they're actually measuring and getting the result, seeing, comparing, and then take the next step accordingly. So that really helps them in terms of their marketing investment. That's what I'm understanding from your description.
Yeah. Yeah. It's important to have accountability. I use the analogy of, you know, I can't guarantee results, but neither can my financial advisor. But I'm still putting money in the markets, but it's with an expectation of return, right? So if that money's
Yes.
not getting a return, and if my financial advisor's not telling me the forward thinking strategic approach to what they're doing, and how they're reacting and blending that in a very strategic way, then I'm going to lose trust in them. And the same accountability should be in marketing. It's not just this nebulous thing that we put money in and it's like a lottery ticket. Maybe we get it back and get frustrated, or that no one can understand it. It's with the right research and planning, not planning for like 6 months to be planning, but mitigating as many of those risks, getting your version of a prospectus that your financial advisor gives you, whether you read it or not, about the funds you're going to be in, and translating that to what we're going to do in the marketing, digital marketing space as well. It shouldn't be this big mystery that, or guess. It should be planned and proactive.
From your point of view, how would you define leadership, and what are the great leadership qualities a good leader must have?
Yeah, so I have a few. I've gone through plenty of leadership training, going back even to a program I was in college, way too many years ago. But in terms of leadership, I think the keys for me, at least today in this season of business ownership and in life, are trust, doing hard things, being willing to do hard things, um, transparency, and authenticity. If I'm saying something in public or to a client that I wouldn't say to my team, that's a problem. If I'm not being transparent and showing enough detail about the business, our vision, and where we're going, it's hard to expect that my staff or my team will want to fall in line and align on the same goals and vision, mission, and values as well. And making sure that they're not just fluff, they're not just on a wall or on a sign, but things we live by. And for me, in terms of leadership and how I want to lead, that means showing up every day and living those and being the first example of that. So I feel like, those all are kind of related to each other: trust, transparency, authenticity, and then the doing hard things. The team and, internally and externally, people see that, when I'm willing to make a decision of how we repoint the direction of the company, or we realign our services, or stop doing something that's not at the level of what we expect or our clients expect as well.
Have you had any role models, any mentors who help you shape your career journey over the years?
Yeah, I've had some really great bosses before I got to the seat that I'm in today, owners of agencies I worked in, as well as having a great mentor that I kind of sought out when I realized search engine optimization was a thing. And I kind of nerded out and got excited, like wanting to learn more. Found a manager who was willing to kind of take me under his wing and point me to other experts in the industry, not just to sit down and teach me or dictate, but help me get connected to others and turn those relationships over to me directly. So I could learn from the community and not just from one person. And so those have been great for me. The agency owners I worked for some that were just tremendous business owners, and they showed me not just the subject matter side of what I was doing day to day in the agency, but how to get outside of that and think about the company overall as a business, in an industry where the agency business is not for the faint of heart.
We have a little tradition in the American Business Podcast. I have a question for you coming from our previous guest. And after you answer that, I'll ask you to leave a question with me in this episode. I'll take the question and ask to our coming guest. And the question for you from our previous guest is, do you see AI as a threat or opportunity for American small businesses?
So I'm 100% in the camp where it is an opportunity. I have colleagues who have gone through all the changes with Google and other technology over the past 10, 20, 30 years. And some are like, I'm done. I don't want to sign up for learning the next thing and pivoting again for the next decade. I'm out. And I respect that. And I have others who are like, this is a huge opportunity for us to go where it's going and be leaders in the space while others maybe sit on the sideline or slowly get pushed out. And so whether that again is in a new operating model, for me, if it's in being found, having clients be found online in new platforms and in new ways, and being found by their target customer audience. But even just embracing the technology and being willing to go with it, even if new things happen every day, to find energy in that versus finding that draining. And we're all wired a little bit differently. There's a balance in making sure that you're not living every day chasing that shiny object and forgetting about what works today. And the other end of the spectrum is if you get to the end of your week, there's no time left to go do any testing in the new tech and in new AI things. To not make sure you don't bury your head in the sand and ignore what's coming. And so there's a lot of balance to find in that, depending on which end of the spectrum you're on or somewhere in the middle to leverage it. But I definitely see it as an opportunity for those who embrace it.
What is your question for the next guest coming in the American Business Podcast?
Yeah, I would love to have them answer what trends they're seeing across businesses when it comes to planning for and expecting the unexpected in our
Okay,
world.
that's a
I
great
feel like
question. Well,
I feel
yeah.
like every day, every week, every month, there's a new external thing. You know, AI is
Yes,
a big one of them, but there's enough going on in the world. How do we try to maintain stability in an unstable world?
it's a great question, and we'll make sure to ask that question to our coming guest. Thank you very much. In this episode in the American Business Podcast, do you have any question you would like to ask me?
I would let me ask you a question about some of the best business advice you'd received. Let me ask you that one that you asked me.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Well, yes. I mean, I'm actually really fortunate to meet with many business owners, entrepreneurs, leaders like yourself, and each guest that we have in the American Business Podcast, they bring a wealth of insights, professional wisdom. That's just how it is. And most of them, saying for you, there is humility. They are very modest, down to earth. It is very natural when they talk about it, but it's actually a wealth of knowledge right there. They don't most of the time notice it because they really internalize it and they are modest. But I just see it, like when I have these conversations, I just see it right there, and I really appreciate it. And that is the environment that we are trying to create in the American Business Podcast. So there is many. The consistency is one of them. The discipline is another of them, and finding something that you love to do is also another of them. So one of our guests, for example, shared a clue about this, like how to understand we really love what we do. So he actually said that, sometimes we really work hard and then time really passes by. Like I just started 8 o'clock and it's already 6 p.m. Like how the time passes? You don't even notice that really. And he says that this is a really good sign. That means that you love what you do. Time just passes by. You enjoy it. You don't feel like you are drained, but you may be tired, but you enjoy what you do, and you feel like time really passes by so easily. So the moment that we feel that, we experience that, it means that we are doing something that we love. For example, that's another insight, that advice that I got for our community, business community. Also, being open-minded is the key. So, and you also mentioned that earlier. So things are changing. Change is part of the business. That's just inevitable. Change is only constant, right? As they always say. And keeping the open mind, keep learning, and keep searching for something new to learn and continues to improve. These are the ones that comes to my mind right away. And this is really like easy to say. I can really summarize these things, but this is really a work. You gotta actually put effort in it. Putting effort is not something that we can really make it up for, right? We just really gotta do it, like, roll up our sleeves and work for it. So yeah, these are the ones that I can say, top of my head.
Yeah, well said.
All right. Well, I see it as a business community, so it's a great opportunity to
Yeah.
learn from you and learn from our guest. And I truly appreciate it. What is your career advice for next generation professionals?
Yeah, I'm going to tie back to a little bit about what I said earlier, but maybe drill down a little bit more. So, understanding and figuring out your why. I've learned working with great people that sometimes my business and even my industry isn't the right one for them. And so, for me, I try to be open and supportive of that for people who haven't addressed that on their side in their career. I talked earlier about how, it took me a few more years than maybe I would have wanted to actually start sitting down and thinking about that. But understanding your why. And some companies are great about really pushing employees to figure that out. Some it's very clear because of maybe what industry they serve or what cause that they support. Very clear if you align with it or not. But in corporate America or businesses that are not, maybe in a industry that you very specifically aligned with, maybe you're doing more generalist stuff or you're in an industry that you didn't choose, then the quicker you can figure out your why, and it can change from season to season of life and as things happen, but understand that, figure out where it aligns or doesn't with your current company, be open to the degree that they will allow you to be. I love organizations that allow you to be transparent in that. And if there's ever a disconnect, to be able to talk about that in a constructive and safe way. So nobody's surprised and everybody can be supportive over the years on both sides of the employee and the employer in those conversations and making sure that it's a relationship to work, just like what you described, where it's frictionless. There's a passion for it. You do it without thinking about, is it 5 o'clock yet? And everybody essentially wins.
For those who like to continue this conversation with you and learn more about your organization, what is the best way that they can be in touch with you and learn about your company and services?
Yeah, there's 3 quick avenues for the agency itself. If we can be helpful, it's voltage.digital. So just reach out to us there. For any information about the book or content around digital marketing success plan and start planning process, that's the dmsp.com. And for any types of speaking or interview engagements, corymorris.com would be a great way to find me. And all of those will funnel back to me if you reach out on any of that.
Well, it's been a great conversation, Corey. Thank you so much for being with us in the American Business Podcast. And thank you for sharing your professional insights and wisdom with us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much and have a great day. To our audience and to our listeners, thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back after a short break. Thank you so much. Would you like to listen to music during your work time? We are here to help. We created ABP Office Music Pod, powered by the American Business Podcast. ABP Office Music Pod is for you, the working professional. You can enjoy jazz, lo-fi, smooth jazz, classic music, and more during your work time. We keep the music positive and energetic. You can go to the YouTube channel of the American Business Podcast, or you can scan this QR code and start listening right away. There is more coming in the American Business Podcast, and this is one of them. Enjoy ABP Office Music Pod during your work time, and thank you very much for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Reddit. Do you know the biggest challenge nowadays for American small businesses? That is visibility. That's why we partner with Reddit for Business. There are more than 440 million visitors weekly on Reddit. Furthermore, Reddit is reliable and millions of users are going to Reddit to get the real feedback from real people. It is the number one source for real reviews on products, services, and brands. There is a promotion going on that I'd like you to consider and take advantage of. When you spend $500 on Reddit for advertising, you'll get $500 in advertising credit. True story. I am a Reddit user, and anytime I like to have feedback or review for a product or service, I go to Reddit and I talk to Reddit communities. I get the real feedback and real review from real people and real communities. Scan this QR code and sign up for Reddit advertising. Get the visibility for your company, for your products and services on Reddit with Reddit advertising. Reach people ready to buy your products and services with Reddit advertising. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Care Consulting, now Cherry Baker. Anywhere Apps are designed to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Anywhere Apps are family of business software products. There are more than 40 products available for business process digitization and automation. Anywhere's apps are easy to use, they are standalone, and they are also ready to integrate with your ERP and accounting software systems. Today, I'd like to promote APS Anywhere, which is part of Anywhere Apps software product portfolio. APS Anywhere, designed for manufacturing companies. Whether you are a process manufacturing company, food and beverage, chemical, and more, or a discrete manufacturing company, automotive, aerospace, electronics, and more. APS stands for Advanced Planning and Scheduling. APS Anywhere is ready to streamline, digitize, and automate your production planning process. As you know, in manufacturing, production planning is not easy. There are always some bottlenecks and challenges. You need to put together your resources, 3M, man, machine, and material. APS Anywhere designed to streamline this process and automate it for you. It is a modern system. It runs on cloud. It also has deployment options for installation on your server or your private cloud environment. The system is scalable. It comes with unlimited number of production planning scenarios, meaning before you execute, you can see the financial implications and timing of your production planning on APS Anywhere. APS Anywhere comes with a very colorful and easy-to-use Gantt chart so that you can see your production planning on a colorful and easy-to-operate Gantt chart before you finalize your production planning purposes. The system is also integratable. It is ready to integrate your ERP system, MRP system, and other systems whenever there is a need. It is designed for manufacturing companies by manufacturing experts. It also comes with ready-made reports if you like to utilize. Furthermore, on APS Anywhere, you can also use demand forecasting function, meaning based on your past manufacturing and sales figures, the system can predict what will be your demand in the future. This will help you manage your supply chain in a more productive manner. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and you can learn more about APS Anywhere as well as Anywhere App software system in general. There is more. I have a direct line for you. You can send me a direct email, kevin@careconsulting.com. kevin@careconsulting.com, and I'll be happy to hear from you about Anywhere Apps, APS Anywhere, or any Anywhere Apps that is offered by Anywhere Apps by Care Consulting, now Cherry Baker. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Otter AI. Otter is the AI note taker that builds your knowledge and powers your workflow with transcription, automated summaries, AI chat, and more. Get your AI-powered assistant for meeting notes, tasks, and more. Scan the QR code on the screen and sign up today. Otter AI is the latest note taker that you can utilize, and you can set your meetings, you can take your notes, and you can also set up your follow-up actions automatically with the help of the other AI. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from DocuSign. If you are signing vendor contracts and customer contracts very often, just like I do on daily basis, consider DocuSign. DocuSign is the latest modern digital and electronic signature software system. Furthermore, you can manage your vendor contracts, customer contracts, NDAs, and any other commercial contracts on DocuSign digitally with no need of local installation and no need of keeping your documents on your laptop or your mobile device. Furthermore, with the latest technology of DocuSign, it has intelligent agreement management. It recognizes your repeated documents and creates contracts automatically and makes things easier for you. Do you know how many users are there for the DocuSign system? More than 1 billion users. There are many companies using DocuSign and trust DocuSign for electronic and digital signature. True story. I also use DocuSign on daily basis and it works smoothly. Highly recommended. You see the QR code on the screen. When you scan the QR code, you fill up the form to start your free trial and join the DocuSign user community. Enjoy your DocuSign experience, and I hope you sign up today. I have the QR code on the screen. Thank you very much, and enjoy the experience. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Gemini, Gemini Trust. Gemini makes crypto simple. Find, trade, and buy over 70 different coins, including Bitcoin and Solana, on the best cryptocurrency platform. Gemini Trust. Start trading crypto here. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and start signing up today. Because they have a great customer service, you can reach out to them and get assistance 24/7. Scan the QR code and start trading crypto on Gemini. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Wizen. At the American Business Podcast, we always talk about continuous improvement and professional development. That is why we partner with Wizen, trust the nation's largest network for tutoring. Wizen helps you find the tutor that you need in many different subjects: chemistry, computer, foreign languages, geometry, English, music, physics, reading, SAT, science, and many more. I have the QR code on the screen that you can sign up and start searching for tutors and enjoy the learning experience and continuous improvement as we always talk about in the American Business Podcast. Scan the QR code and sign up for Wizen today. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone is bringing you foreign languages. Learn from the experts, choose your plan to get started, sign up today. New Year is coming, and if your New Year resolution is learning a foreign language, Rosetta Stone is the choice for you. Rosetta Stone is offering you a long list of foreign languages: French, Italian, German, Chinese, Greek, Turkish, Polish, Portuguese, Vietnamese, and many more languages are available for you to get started today. Scan the QR code on the screen and sign up for Rosetta Stone and enjoy the learning experience of foreign language. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Kirk Consulting, now Cherry Beckert. Anywhere Apps are business software systems, and they are designed to digitize and automate your business processes. Today, I like to focus on contract management anywhere as part of Anywhere Apps software product portfolio. Contract Management Anywhere is an AI-powered vendor, customer, and legal contract management software system. It is modern, it runs on cloud, it's easy to use, and it's scalable. Because of the AI capabilities of the system, software comes with an AI chatbot that you can get your answers about any contracts that you have. Renewal dates, amounts, start dates, and other details can be learned from the system in a conversation. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code to learn more about contract management anywhere, as well as Anywhere apps in general. There is more. I have a direct email for you. You can send me a direct email about Anywhere apps and contract management anywhere. Kevin@kirkconsulting.com. I'll be happy to help you and help you schedule a demo session with Team Anywhere apps. Looking forward to hearing from you, and I hope you enjoy Anywhere apps. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Norton, advanced tech for advanced threats. Sign up today. Norton offers you different packages to completely save and secure your data and your devices. Each Norton package comes with antivirus, malware, ransomware, and hacking protection capabilities. In addition, there is VPN, private internet connection, dark web monitoring, and parental control capabilities in each package. There is a promotion going on right now. I have the QR code on the screen. You can get up to 60% discount if you sign up right now for one of the packages. There are packages of Deluxe, Standard, Plus, and Select. Depends on the number of devices that you like to connect, as well as the features that you like to utilize when you are using Norton. I have the QR code on the screen. When you scan the QR code, you'll see the different packages and options available for you. Scan the QR code, go to the page that you like to sign up, pick the package that you like to use, and sign up today. True story. I am also using Norton on a daily basis, and I know all of my devices are secure every single day, thanks to Norton. Scan the QR code on the screen and start using Norton today and save your devices and your data in a safe and secure manner with the help of Norton. Thank you very much. I enjoy the experience. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Reddit. Do you know the biggest challenge nowadays for American small businesses? That is visibility. That's why we partner with Reddit, Reddit for Business. Reddit has more than 400 million weekly visitors. Furthermore, Reddit is reliable. Reddit is the number one source for real reviews on products, services, and brands. There is a promotion going on. When you spend $500, you'll get $500 in ad credit from Reddit. True story. I am a Reddit user. Anytime I need feedback or review for a product or service, I go to Reddit. I get the real answers, real feedback from real people, from Reddit communities. Scan this QR code and sign up for Reddit advertising for your business. Get the visibility for your company, your products, and services. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Would you like to start your business podcast? We are here to help. My name is Kevin Deveci. I am the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. When we started the American Business Podcast on February 28, 2025, we had only one mission in mind: to promote, support, and uplift American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the American business community. Within our first 6 months, we managed to pass 100,000 YouTube subscribers, and we received YouTube Silver Award. This is an important award. It shows our dedication to American business and to the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and American Business Podcast community. Now you can have your own branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast Network. You can promote your company, your products, your services, and you'll have instant visibility in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and followers. You can promote your company, your products and services. You can educate and inspire businesses and individuals. More importantly, you can tell your story, your brand story. How did you get started? What makes you different? And how you are helping your customers and communities. As you know, in the American Business Podcast, I've been talking to more than 100 American businesses. Each business has a story that is inspiring and motivational. I know your business also has a great story which is motivational and inspiring. It is time for you to have your business podcast within the American Business Podcast Network. We help you start your business podcast and we help you grow your business. This is a great opportunity for you to be visible in the marketplace in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers and subscribers. And this is a great opportunity for us to fulfill our mission to promote, support, and uplift American businesses. Please send us an email and let's get the conversation started. It is paas@americanpodcast.tv. Business podcasting as a service. Powered by the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast is America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. My name is Kevin Deveci. I'm the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you, working with you, and help you grow your business with your new business podcast. Thank you very much. Support for the show comes from Yelp. You know, I've been talking to more than 100 business owners in the American Business Podcast. Do you know the biggest problem for small businesses nowadays? It is visibility. That is why you should sign up and list your business on Yelp for Business. I have the QR code on the screen, and when you scan the QR code, the form will show up on your screen and you can sign up on the registration form. It comes with free trial with no obligation. Make it easy for your customers to find you. Do you know there are more than 70 million customers visiting Yelp website looking for services from businesses just like yours? Restaurants, home services, professional services, and many other businesses are being searched on Yelp on daily basis. That's a great opportunity. If you list your business on Yelp, you'll be findable, searchable, and you'll be visible. When you are visible, when your customers are able to find you, you're in business. You can get opportunities, you can get leads, you can build a healthy and profitable pipeline. Consider Yelp for Business. Scan the QR code, sign up, and start your free trial. It comes with free trial. Very comfortable, no obligation. List your business and start getting the results and enjoy the benefits of Yelp Business. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Kirk Consulting, now Cherry Baker. It is time to digitize and automate your business processes. Anywhere Apps designed for small and mid-sized companies as well as enterprise-level companies to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Today, I'd like to talk about one of the Anywhere apps that's very popular in the US. It is called Nonprofit Management Anywhere. If you are a nonprofit and you like to manage your donations, volunteers, fundraising events, your grants, and other documents for compliance and operational purposes, consider Nonprofit Management Anywhere. It is a completely cloud service. You can start using it today with no need for local installation on your server or on your local laptop and computers. It is user-friendly and it's easy to deploy, and you can start using it today. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and you can learn more about Anywhere apps, including Nonprofit Management Anywhere. Well, there is more. If you'd like to talk to me directly about Anywhere apps, you can just send me an email directly, kevin@kirkconsulting.com. Anywhere apps are modern, they are easy to use, they are affordable, practical, and more importantly, that's designed for you to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Scan the QR code or just send me a direct email, kevin@kirkconsulting.com. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Opus Virtual Offices. Opus is offering you more than 600 different locations in the US. It is $99 a month. This includes prestigious business address, professional live call answering, personalized call transferring, business phone number, local phone number, professional mail services, voicemail converted to email. I have the QR code on the screen. You can sign up for Opus today. Opus is offering you hundreds of locations in the US that you can pick, any of them that you like. And you can start having your virtual office today. Please scan the QR code and start using Opus Virtual Offices today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Just Answer. Real help from real experts 24/7. Experts such as lawyers, doctors, veterinarians, computer technicians, home improvement experts, mechanics, personal tax experts, computer technicians, and many other experts are available for you 24/7 on Just Answer. You'll get your answers anytime, during the day, during the night, 24/7, and you'll get your answers from reliable sources. You can scan the QR code on the screen and you can sign up for Just Answer. The answers you need at a price that is right. Scan the QR code and sign up for Just Answer today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Brother. From large companies to small offices, Brother has powerful printers and all-in-ones for your growing business. Scan the QR code and find the best printers for your needs. When you scan the QR code, you can see the entire collection, business office equipment collection of Brother USA, and pick the one that you like. You'll find printers, labels, toners, all-in-ones, and other office equipment available on Brother website when you scan the QR code. Scan the QR code and start shopping for Brother office equipment today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Invicta watches. Invicta watches are known for their stylish design for men, women, as well as for unisex watches. When you scan the QR code on the screen, it'll take to their online store and you can start shopping right away. When you go to the Invicta store website, you'll see watches in different collections for men, for women, different colors, different designs, as well as different sizes. There are hundreds of watches that you can see and you can pick from. Because it's end of the year, you'll also enjoy the benefits of their end of the year promotions and discounts. True story, I am an Invicta fan. I've been using Invicta for many years. I have more than 10 Invicta watches in my wardrobe. This is one of them that I like. Style is pretty cool. I use these pretty much weekly basis. I have another one that I use on my wrist. This one is pretty cool. This one is called Shutter. I can change the face just by turning the buttons, and I can have different style of watches pretty much every day. Because it's pretty business looking, I can actually wear this with my business outfit as well. Please scan the QR code and start shopping today. I'm sure you'll like Imita watches. They have great styles and different colors as well as different technologies such as quartz, mechanical, automatic, and other watches are also available for your liking and for your choice. Please scan the QR code and start shopping today. Thank you very much for your support. It is time to sign up for the online monthly networking event. Networking and podcasting together. It is called Connection America Business Alliance, partnered and powered by the American Business Podcast. During this unique business networking event, you'll be able to meet with other business professionals. At the same time, you will be in the American Business Podcast in front of thousands of business-minded YouTube subscribers, viewers, and listeners of the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. Connection America online monthly networking events are interactive. You'll be able to meet with other seasoned business professionals, and at the same time, you'll be able to interact with viewers and audience. That's a unique event. It is because it's podcasting plus networking. If you are in business, you should be networking. And if you're not networking, you are losing business every single day. That is why we created online monthly networking event called Connection America Business Alliance, CABA in short. Scan this QR code and sign up today. When you scan the QR code, you'll see the list of coming monthly online networking events. Pick the one that works for you and sign up. We have limited seating, and today is the great day to sign up for online business networking event. Networking plus podcasting. That is a unique online business networking opportunity. You can introduce yourself, your products and services, and you'll be able to network with other business professionals live on the American Business Podcast. Scan the QR code and sign up today. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you for your support.